Hey, Mooch Crap J-Dubs.
Hey guys, what's going on?
Mooch, Crap, J-Dub.
Hey Mooch, hey Crap, hey Jay.
What up with your Crap and Mooch and Jay with?
Wake on up. It's Mooch, it's Crap, and Jay in the morning. Wipe your eye boogies, get your coffee finished yawning. This is Mooch and Crap. Morning show. Wake up, let us begin with gaming, news, skits, and call-ins from all the fans. No matter where you at, Cali or Pakistan, New York or New Guinea, this is where it's at. These are Xbox dudes with Xbox views on slander and hate towards Xbox news. This is Mooch and Crap. Show for the people, and they coming with it. Now do you understand? Now do you get it? Ponies love the lie and PC fans won't admit it, but Xbox hate is real and they all with it. Call in, let it ring in. We here to rock, we here to win. It's about the games, it's about the pride. Now Xbox community, come on, let's rock. Mooch and Crap. Big show.
Mooch, Crap, J-Dub.
¿Cómo están, bitches?
Hey Mooch and Crap, hey Jay.
Hey Mooch and Crap. What up, Mooch and Crap and Jay?
Sub Mooch and Crap, sub J-Dubs.
Hello, Mooch and Crap.
What up, Mooch? What up, Crap?
Hey, what's up, Mooch and Crap? You guys have the best damn podcast on YouTube, bar none.
Who cares?
It's great.
Well, I hope some people care anyway. So here we are, M&C Mornings, back live with you guys as always. Happy to be here. Hopefully everything's working well. That's why we're a little bit late because we were running some last-minute tests and stuff like that. So here we are, man. Hopefully you guys are all doing great.
Yes.
I know I'm doing fine, and it's we're closing in on the Christmas, and there's all the Christmas shopping, and here in Florida we get that real Christmas feel in those 80-degree days. So
Yeah, how is that down there, Crap? I mean, because we just my whole life growing
weird,
up, we just associate it with cold.
Yeah, so do I, right? So like today we're going up to like 80. And like it was funny because last night I was out Christmas shopping and I'm listening to Christmas music and I'm just looking down the road and it's like I got the AC on in the car and it's just
Is that become like the status quo? Like what's a typical Christmas morning like in Florida? Like the heat and you guys have your windows open and shit?
Well, it just depends. I mean, if it's you just have your AC running like normal, if it's like too warm or whatever.
Do you miss this? A couple of my friends that are in San Diego that I know, where it's just 85 and sunny all year. But they grew up in New York. They say they kind of miss the seasons. Do you?
You know what? I don't know. I'm not really a big fan of summer. But I actually don't mind like the fall and the winter here. It's like you get three kind of, it does cool off.
Well, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
I think what you're talking about is you get a hot, mild, and medium. So like Florida's weather is almost like ordering hot wings, right?
Actually,
I mean,
what he's saying,
cold.
Guys, what he's saying is that winter,
that's more or less accurate.
Winter in Florida is like summer in Canada.
Yeah. Yeah,
I mean
that's the thing. I think, Jay, your situation is unusual. I mean, you're the other end. Like, your Christmas has got, 6 feet of snow, right?
Yeah, well, we got about 1.5 inches of snow just in the last 2 days.
Really? Okay, so
Yeah.
we've gotten a couple of dustings here. We're probably at about 1 inch now, but I mean, it's the thing we're getting is just tremendous cold weather. I mean, it's like 14 degrees out. It's cold. So the snow
that is cold. I mean, you like that? I mean, is that like?
Well,
your
no,
thing?
I definitely don't. I don't like it when we're approaching zero or sub-zero, which happens a lot more often than I like. But I will say this much: I could never imagine Christmas without that dusting of snow or having it. It's something like you just picture this, folks. Okay, for all you and Crap knows what I'm talking about, but he's been removed for many years of it. Is you go over to your family's house or you go over to a friend's house for a Christmas party. You're cold and you take your coat off and someone hands you this warm cup of coffee full of Baileys, or they hand you a drink or something, and you're like, oh, a glass of wine or a beer, whatever you like, and it just kind of, well, the beer wouldn't necessarily warm you up. You get my point. And like the whole thing is like the fire's going, and that's Christmas. Like if all of a sudden someone's like, hey guys, yeah, we're doing like a series of cannonballs in the back in the pool. Let's go, Merry Christmas or plunk. I don't know if that really is the same thing. You like that? I'm really trying to paint the picture for the audience. But yeah, I don't know, crap. I mean, I would think here's my thing. If I was a Floridian, okay, which I will be probably when I'm a retired person, right? When I invest in white shoes and like, knickers. I
don't have a single
like
pair of white
golf
shoes,
knickers or the golf pants. Those are great. Like, that's all people wear in Florida are those golf pants and shoes.
That's the perception of all people wear, man. I don't ever see anybody wear that stuff. Like if you go to certain places, perhaps like the old folks, but everybody else just dresses normal and
Oh, Jay, we're hearing the Skype call come in.
Yeah, we're hearing the Skype call come. That's coming in hot.
We can hear you taking that hot. Yeah, it's coming in hot.
Coming in hot, Jay. So yeah.
But yeah, no, that's really cool. That like my point was, crap. Have you ever thought about maybe coming up, like doing something in like Michigan or Baltimore, like when you're like
I lived in Michigan for like 6 years, so.
Yeah, do you still have family in Michigan area?
No.
Okay,
that was when I was married, and I hated it. I didn't like.
Well,
Michigan
yeah, that's the other end of the spectrum, crap, because they're getting all that lake effect snow.
Yeah, that was that was really an unfun time. Like it was cold and gloomy, like 8 months out of the year. It was ridiculous. So,
right.
Yeah, it was something that I didn't really like. But I am happy with Florida. I mean, I don't mind the weather now. I think it's pretty nice.
Crap! But you're right. It's fantastic. It's. I mean, I'm only giving you a little bit of crap because the only thing you don't have is the usual tradition. But except for the usual tradition stuff,
yeah.
I mean, it's fantastic where you are.
Yeah, it's like it's fine. It's I enjoy it. I think that it's we don't have the humidity as much. When we do, you know what I'm saying, when we do this. So, like, at this particular time of the year, during the summer, the humidity is super bad. So that's when it's worse. It's like they say it's not the heat, it's the humidity. But, yeah, it can be really bad at times.
That's the difference between the Florida thing and the California thing. The California thing, they get the heat. They don't get so much humid, the humid weather. Where Florida, like, when you say 90 degrees, it's really like 120 because – it's 90 degrees, but then your shirt is literally sticking to you.
Yeah, it can be bad. It can be really bad. But I'm pretty thankful that for the most part, everywhere I go, there's air conditioning.
Right.
So that's like the greatest invention ever.
It really is.
As far as I'm concerned, anyway. So I'm guessing Jay is talking to people on Skype.
Yeah, he's taking a call, so that's fine. Let him do his thing. Crap, there's a lot to talk about in gaming.
There is PUBG, right?
Right. It is the phenomenon that is, and Microsoft hoped it would be, and it is, right?
Wow. I mean, they really well, you had to figure, I mean, it doesn't take a genius to see that.
Right.
Everybody's playing PUBG on PC, like up. It was 25 million or whatever.
Right.
So the fact that it hit
a million in 48 hours, though?
Yeah, that's crazy. And the damage control over that is even crazier, to be honest with you. The way people were acting
awful.
Yeah. Oh, no, it could just be a million people logging in over and over again. Like, yeah, get out of here,
I mean, it's funny because a lot of people, and I know, don't get me wrong, I know what you're talking about. Like, there's so many people on Twitter, they're like, oh, these people are annoying me. And I'm like, well, block them. I don't understand why. I don't understand. The whole, I for some reason, I don't understand. I think if you don't block people that do that, you're part of the problem. That's been my whole thing is like, you can't sit there and complain that somebody's bothering you and trolling you, and then you don't block them. Yeah. And you're like, oh, no, I don't block people because I like to, if they're a problem, get rid of them.
Exactly. Hey, you know what? You got to block them all, man.
You do got to block them all because their whole intent is to bother you.
It is. It's like people don't understand that. I often see people on Twitter and stuff, they'll interact with some of these people.
Yeah.
And like, you know what, for me personally, I don't have to really interact with any of these people at all. Like you could set it up to where if they don't have an email confirmation,
right,
which trolls don't bother with that, you know what I mean? Then you can't see their tweets anyway.
Right.
There's also other things as well that you could do to kind of filter that out.
This guy in the chat, El Diablo, he goes, blocking them equals waving the white flag. No, it doesn't, El Diablo. It's like you're trying to sell me something in the mall, and I pretend you don't even exist. That's what it is. You don't even
Yeah.
exist. You're
It's
gone.
not
You're a
waving
figment
the
of my
white flag.
Waving the white flag. No, it's like you like, hey, sir, would you like to try some of this scented? We have all these things for sale. And you're just like, yeah, get out of my face. And you just keep walking. That's what it is. So it's not waving the white flag. It's
we got a voicemail though, or
yeah,
we got a
we got a call in. You're
A
never
call.
would.
M&C Mornings. What up? How's it going?
Hey, Mooch and Crap. This today is for Crap. Crap hit 40K. I'm proud of you, bro. Let's keep going. And 2000, and this is Sir X-Man. And 2018, by the end, I want you to hit that 100K so you can get that award from YouTube. Oh, and I left a voicemail earlier. Didn't get a chance to finish it. But if I didn't win anything, you know I want you to send it to Luca. All right, guys. Have a great show. I'll be listening. Have fun. Congrats, Crap. Congrats.
Thank you. That's a really good call. I appreciate it. Yeah, I hit. I'm not one of those guys that goes around like, oh yeah, 40K. You know, so people message me and they're like, yeah, you hit 40K. So I was like, all right, I better like say something. So I think I did it in a video last night. I was like, hey, I appreciate it. It's awesome. Like honestly, man, I never ever thought that. Because I can remember when I started doing just like reviews and stuff, and I used to watch stuff like the Wii Viewer, like Angry Video Game Nerd, and I was like, man, I would be really cool to get 20,000 or whatever. I don't ever expect to do that, and then here I am at 40. It's like everything after this point is gravy, as far as I'm concerned. You know what I mean? Just like it's been an awesome amount of fun. I've been kind of expanding with what I've been doing, the people I've met, like you guys doing this show. It's been fantastic, and so it is. I'm very grateful for that. So I appreciate that, Sir X-Man. Thank you guys very much. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no, very cool, Sir X-Man. And yeah, Crap, congratulations. That is no easy feat. That is something that, a lot of people don't understand. That takes a lot of time and effort. So congratulations to you and your channel. That's very, very cool. Jay, I will let you know that we did a little sound check before, guys. This is what's great about the show. It's kind of like the Stern Show. And like, Scott the engineer, we're like, Scott! We're like, Jay! But the thing about it, we put the volume up a little so you guys could enjoy some of the sound effects, etc. But it sounds like we have to tone it down just a little. The audience is saying that the calls are coming in extremely loud. So, Jay, maybe put the audio back to where we were.
Is that what they said?
Yeah.
Somebody in the chat said it was extremely loud.
They were also saying that my audio was coming in a little loud. I'm just wondering how I'm sounding now.
Well, now you're a little low.
Yeah.
There was a...
I'm probably low to you and loud to them.
Right, that may be, but you're a little low to us, but I mean, it's fine for us as far as we're going. That's fine.
Now?
Let's see here. What do you say it again?
NBC.
All right, there you go.
Yeah. And for some reason, the stream is like super below, like not low latency, like I said it. So I don't know. Like it changes it for me for some reason, right? Like I did low latency, and now it's just like it's not low latency at all. So,
well, the low latency thing, I think that's fine, and it's a great option. It's nice to see the automatic response to people right away. Crap, it is cool. But at the same time, it's like it's really the show, a 20-second delay. I mean, when we're watching live TV on television, there's a 10, 15, 20-second delay. So it is what it is,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I hear you. It's not too bad because we can kind of work around it. So hopefully it's one of those things that it's not too bad. But I just like to that way because I'll listen in on the stream sometimes,
right?
To see where we're at or to see if it's like a problem. And or if we can't hear it or whatever, like if the Skype calls are coming through or whatever. So hopefully it's something that we can work around pretty good. It's still good, man. I'm happy that it's much less problems this week than a couple weeks ago. When we did the show and it took us like forever to actually get the show out there.
Right.
So yeah, it's much happier with that anyway. So yeah, the PUBG phenomenon alive and well on Xbox as well. That's good to know. Microsoft really kind of bet big on PUBG, and now every Xbox One X comes with PUBG. So that's huge. I think that's going to do.
Crap, I brought this up on Crossfire. I think we should talk about this. Like, yeah, it's cool that they put it in the box. And we have a call. Jay, I think that's probably still a little loud, but nonetheless, I will say this much. I do think that it's a bit alarming that Microsoft put it in the box and the game is not at a particular level yet, right, Crap? So, I mean, do you think that an immediate update is on the way and that's why they're so confident to put it in the box?
It's always going to be updated. I mean, it's not. I don't think it's running particularly bad.
Well, it is interesting. You don't think it's interesting to put a preview game as a package?
Not that game, actually, because it's got so much like word of mouth and stuff. So I think it's fine. Plus, The X is really, they're saying, for the hardcore.
Yeah.
So it makes sense to kind of get that out. And
okay, good point. I like that.
You know.
Yeah, no one's really put it to that. Yeah, it is, and that's a hardcore game. That's people who are
Yeah.
hardcore playing that. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Absolutely. M&C Mornings, what up?
What's going on?
Como esta, bitches? Eva in the bunker in the house. Merry Christmas, crap. Merry Christmas. Oh, shit. Right, Merry Christmas, mooch, chat. I need to turn this shit down.
What the hell's he got going on in the background, man?
I don't know.
Just want to say, guys, all this crap about PUBG.
Go ahead, Evan, in the bunker.
Has he got birds or something? Jesus.
I'm enjoying the hell out of this game. The tension in this game is unbelievable.
What, is he pulling a John Doe? What the?
Listen, guys, I'm gonna call back because this is my headset's playing up. So I'll call you back in a while.
We'll talk to you in a minute, Evan. Yeah, no, that's I was gonna say that's a headset thing.
Yeah, that was totally a him thing.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
That's what I figured because it was getting scratchy. I'm like, that's not us.
It was like.
Well, he was also playing the show in the background, so he was getting the feedback through that as well.
Oh, okay. Yes. Don't play stuff in the background with the feedback. Yeah.
Right.
That's like when you call into a radio show and then you got the radio show in the background and there's a delay and people wait to hear themselves. That means you give us dead air is what happens because there's like a 8-second delay or something. So.
Right.
Yeah. Please don't do that. But yeah, I think it's smart that they packed in PUBG. It's like it's the next big thing. So you really have. A lot of people, and there's a lot of salt over this game. You know what I mean?
Right.
Everybody wants to bring up the 15 frames per second. Disable your DVR. You're good. They've been patching it. It's not nearly as bad. Digital Foundry went and rushed out their analysis day one.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Hour one.
Yeah, hour one. Who knows if they even had a patch for that one?
Well, this is why, I if you listen back to what I was saying, I said this since the beginning. Even when the X came out, Digital Foundry, I really haven't been sitting here touting Digital Foundry that much because they're just they blow with the wind, folks. Like whatever's cool or whatever the obvious. Like let's be honest. Look at what they're reporting. Everything is the obvious, right? Game preview, game day 1, hour 1, not doing well. Thanks. News at 11? Okay.
Yeah.
Then they're doing their Xbox stuff with the X, and it's kind of a backhanded compliment most of the time. It's like they want to say that the Xbox One X, and on certain occasions they have said it's the better one, but they're like, really, truly, when it comes down to it, Tom, I'm not really truly saying the differences here. Sometimes the textures are the same. And it's like, okay, what? Yeah, right? I've had enough of these guys. It's unfortunate that they're the only show in town. It would be nice if there was another one. Just another, like nobody else can do an analysis?
There are other people that do the analysis. The problem is they're so quick to do Xbox analysis, and they never rush to do that stuff with the PlayStation ones.
Right.
Which is,
where's the footage of Spider-Man? Is Spider-Man coming in at 1800p
or God of War,
4K or God of War?
I
Is
mean,
that
they
going to
were
be
showing that stuff at
1400p or
PS.
900p?
They haven't done any of the PSX stuff. I would like Detroit. What is that running at? I would love to see some analysis on these games, and they were quick to do this stuff on Xbox. You know what I mean?
Right.
At E3, I remember them pulling Sunset Overdrive footage directly from the E3 feed and doing that. I remember them taking the Call of Duty. What the hell was that? The that futuristic one, Future Warfare, Advanced Warfare, and running analysis on the commercial to get the resolution, right?
Yes.
Ridiculous. So I mean, it's ridiculous how this has gone and how this goes on for some of those people. Hey, Stormwalker. Yes, $10. He says absolutely the game should be in the box. Plus it's free. I agree 100%, man. It should be in the box. This would have been a great game to be in the box when this thing launched, in my opinion, if they could have pulled that off. I think people sometimes have unrealistic expectations for things, the ones that are complaining about stuff. And
here's the thing, Crap. I have a really interesting point. We talked about it on Crossfire too, but we didn't really dive into it. We should talk about it today. Like, every company is going to have a battle royale mode, right? You do realize that in the next 12 months, every every game. And Predator, for example, Predator HQL, he who comes on the show a lot, Pred said, the minute that a game like Ghost Recon has it, like it's going to steal a lot of thunder away from, think about it, PUBG, because Ghost Recon has a huge map. It's massive.
Yeah.
And it's gorgeous. And here's my thing. If Microsoft is going to invest in PUBG, they got to do better than just helping the frame rate. They got to get this thing really, really, really looking amazing. And I think Bluehole, if they don't want to be a one-hit wonder, they've got to really, really let go and let Microsoft kind of almost own it and start to take over, because once you have Ghost Recon and who knows, like Red Dead Redemption and all these other companies, like COD's going to have one, Battlefield will have one. Once they all start doing these Battle Royale and these are AAA big budget, looking maps, like, and I know we have a call, but I mean, do you see what I'm saying, Crap? Like, it is very wise for Bluehole right now to stop being cocky and let Microsoft take over and get this thing up to stuff, because this thing's got to start to run with the big boys, because in 5, 6, 8, 10 months, when every game has a Battle Royale, like, then you're going to say, well, crap, do you want to look at Ghost Recon and play it? Or do you want to look at the PUBG look and play it? And I'm sorry, but Ghost Recon's going to win a lot, because now you have that realistic feel. And it's
I don't think anything's going to cut into, like, there's how many
there's no other Battle Royale games on console right now.
Well, there's Fortnite, but there's going to be other ones too. But you know how many wannabe Minecrafts there were? Like, there's always going to be
that, but I don't remember any. Well, maybe I'm having a lapse in memory. I just don't remember. What was there?
Terraria. There was other ones as well.
That's not the same. But
oh yeah. There even
I have
what was
Terraria.
that? Yeah, so do I. But it's not Minecraft.
It's not Minecraft.
No. M&C Mornings.
Oh yeah,
what's
come
up?
on in.
Yeah, what up?
The water's warm.
All right. Hey, Crap. Hey, Mooch. It's True Racer. Been around for a long time. Crap, congratulations on the 40K. That's a hell of an accomplishment you've reached. Mooch, I'm a crapaholic, but I'm coming around to like you too. But anyways, everybody, I was just wondering, with all the negativity surrounding PUBG, with the issues it's having, with what we've seen in the past with PS4 people saying, with the petitions, we want this game on PS4. Do you think that once PUBG is more stabilized, more optimized, and all the issues people are complaining about are a non-issue, do you think that's when we'll start seeing these petitions begging for PUBG on PS4? Other than that, I hope you guys have a great show, and I'll be here the whole time.
That was a drop. That was an actual drop the mic moment.
Yeah, I mean, they're already wanting the game on PS4. You could just tell they're asking for the game, and they're making fun of the game, which means they want it. They're jealous. They don't have anything to play right now. They want to talk about exclusives all year, and then Sony does to them what they do every year and gives them bupkis for the holidays, right? Absolutely bupkis. Right. So you guys can go back and play your Horizon Zero Dawns and have fun. Play your GT Sports. That's a great game, right? Oh, wait, no, it's not. Play NAC 2, right? Great. No, sorry. Again, shithole of a game. If you wanted a good racing game, you would have bought an Xbox by now.
Right. Right.
They do racing right. So
Sony really, I mean, listen, Sony does a few things. I got so far in Lost Legacy and then I stopped playing. And yesterday I went back, I finished it. And I enjoyed it. I really did. I liked it. But Sony's got a couple things like Uncharted, The Last of Us. I'm going to wait. But the jury's still out on God of War. Because I've never liked the original God of Wars that much. I'm playing through 3, the remaster, very, very slowly. Like, I go back every so many months and play a little bit of it. Like, it's just the camera angles on it. And it's just, jump, whip, camera angle, switch. It's just, to me, it's very repetitive. I understand where it was a big deal back in the day. I'm interested to see what they do with God of War 4. But realistically, like, Horizon didn't do it for me. The Order didn't do it for me. What else? Like, Nioh I liked, but Nioh's it's a tedious game to say the least, And I think it's even harder than Dark Souls. People are like, it's like Dark Souls. It's like Dark Souls, but I think it's harder than Dark Souls, to be honest with you. I don't know if the audience will agree with me, but I really think, I don't know. That's my whole thing. I really think that's my problem with. I'm not in love with Sony's first-party games. I'm just not, or they're exclusives, I should say, not just first party.
Yeah,
I like them, but I'm not in love with them. And the reason I like the Xbox ones a little bit more is the multiplayer aspect. It's the longevity. I mean, like when I got my, Xbox gives us our report card. My number 2 game played last year was Gears of War 4.
Yeah.
And Gears of War 4 didn't come out in 17. It came out in 16.
Yeah,
so
that's because people still
it.
play those games like for extended periods of time, even well after that, because they have multiplayer. That's something that a lot of people don't really understand is that we play those games that have the multiplayer long after they come out. The Halos, the Gears, and all that stuff. So, that's where some of the misconceptions come in. Oh, old games or whatever. You're only getting old games. You know what I mean? Like, we're getting more than just old games because we never stop playing these games, They're not just single-player games like what Sony does, and you play them and you're done and then you don't go back. You can constantly go back because Gears 3 or Gears 4 was my... I think my second or third most played game as well. So those games have longevity, and I think that much is pretty damn clear. So
right, I totally agree. But I mean, getting back to what we were saying before the call crap. I mean, and we should get to a voicemail.
Yeah.
But like, do you see what I'm saying? Like, you don't think PUBG is in any kind of, and Fortnite to me didn't poise that real what's the word I'm looking, rivalry, because it's cartoony. It's got the building aspect of it.
It doesn't matter. The original is always going to do best.
I agree, but it has to continue to excel and grow.
It's the
if it
name.
just stays still.
Well, they're adding new maps and they're adding, you know what I mean? It's like it's the original. Like you saw that Fortnite was highly successful too, but that's not going to stop PUBG.
Right.
Like that. Like there was other things, Lego Worlds or whatever it is, just like Minecraft, but Legos that should be much better suited than Minecraft, right? Because Lego's a brand name. Nope, Minecraft is, the original is always the thing that people are gonna gravitate to, and I think the same thing with PUBG. Like people are gonna always kind of gravitate towards that.
Right.
So it's gonna be interesting stuff. Jay, who can we get somebody up on the voicemail?
Yes, sir.
Sure. I felt bad that I played Raphael last week, so I'm gonna play him first this week. So we've got our favorite Ninja Turtle.
Awesome.
Nice, Raphael.
Hello, Mooch, Crap, and J-Dubs. It's your favorite Ninja Turtle again, Raphael. And I have a concern that I want to share with you guys this week. First, a preamble. A few years ago, BioWare has released a chart of what their long-range sensors, if you want, told them about the community Mass Effect, and said that a few crazy people had put hundreds of hours in their games and finished Mass Effect 1 and 2 a dozen times each or more. Well, I'm one of those crazy people. I finished Mass Effect 1 about 24 times, Mass Effect 2 at least 20 times, and Mass Effect 3 at least 6, I think. I finished Andromeda, I think, 3 times now. Anywho, I'm concerned about Anthem. All I'm seeing is a Destiny clone right now. And I mean, mind you, it's not that I don't like a game molded after Destiny, if well done, but this is definitely not a BioWare game as far as I can tell. Not the story, not the character interactions. And I'm afraid that the campaign is going to be some soulless 6-7 hour campaign that basically just prepares you for the end game, for the grind and so on and so forth. I would hate that to happen because BioWare games are by far my favorite example of character-driven RPGs. And I don't want that to be lost in Anthem, but I'm afraid that is exactly what we're gonna get. What do you guys think? Are you guys concerned about that too? I don't know. Have a nice Sunday. I'll listen to you guys on my way to work on Monday.
Good question. I mean,
question.
we don't know enough about Anthem to really say. We don't know what kind of game that is. I mean,
right. Well, I mean, there is a point. I've said this to you, Crap. That's why it's almost like I gave you a fair warning before the excitement builds. Is that if you don't like Destiny, you're not going to like Anthem, because Anthem's a prettier version of it. But it's really going to be the same thing where you got to go on every day. You got to level up. If you're not going to be able to do this mission. And you say you don't like that. That's the one thing I don't understand.
Well, I mean, it depends on what it is.
Like,
Like,
you,
I think they've kind of say it's more like an RPG that's co-op. So I mean,
well, the jury's out. I mean, but they are relating it. There are people in the industry that have said it's the Destiny killer. So whatever.
Destiny killed Destiny.
Destiny killed Destiny. Yeah. Video killed the radio star. What do you know? Yeah, exactly.
And when Mooch says it, it's true. So
yes,
nobody's playing that game. Not you.
Oh,
what the hell is that?
Jay, I think we can still hear somebody coming through on your call. Just be
Mooch. It is your destiny.
Oh,
that was the great James Earl Jones. Yes,
Mooch, it is your destiny. Yes. Apparently, so
it is my destiny.
I remember you saying though, you were fighting me on that. No, Destiny's fun. It's gonna be okay.
Well, let's be honest, crap. I can't sit there and tell you I sat in Bungie's boardroom when they were like, "Hey, let's F this up." I wasn't invited to that donut meeting.
Yeah.
I mean, they had a product. Listen, if Destiny 2. Biggest complaint was that it's just like Destiny 1. They'd be doing a lot better right now. What the problem was, Destiny and Bungie did what Respawn did. They tried to make the game more casual.
Yeah.
And that's the same thing I said with Star Wars Battlefront 2. It's just too damn casual. It doesn't mean you're not going to buy it and you're not going to enjoy the 5-6 hour campaign. I'm not saying you won't. How can I tell you that? But I can tell you that by February, that game it's dead now. Let alone I gave it till February. It's already dead. And nobody says, hey, let's play some Battlefront 2 multiplayer. Nobody says that. Who the hell wants to run around for 3 hours? Pew 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 pew. And fire from the hip. I love Mr. Who Cares.
You know what? I like that game. It's like,
you like it, but you don't play it. Not anymore.
Well, everybody got, whatever, that game got murdered by the media. So RIP. Just like Mass Effect, that game, we'll never see another one of those because everybody that didn't even have the game complained about eye animations and shit. Like it was so stupid. And that's the stuff that we've had to deal with as gamers this generation. And social media is a two-edged sword because we've actually had a situation where it's good because we can interact more with these people, and it's also bad because then you have the vocal minority really kind of not speaking for everybody, but making some of us look bad and things like that with just some of the things. I loved Mass Effect Andromeda. I thought it was great. I thought it was a really good game. In fact, so much so, it was, I think, maybe my top played game, my most hours that I put in of this year. So, and I bought it on PS4 as well because I'll play through it again on there. So, it's always funny how these things come about, and then everybody's like, yes. It's like people cheer the downfall of stuff. And I never get that as gamers, right? Like, they can do better for sure, but do we really not want another Battlefront? Do we really not want another Mass Effect? Because we're likely not going to get those now. Well, congrats,
I mean, I just think it's a little bit more of like a, and it depends. Like, there's a few people like So Shady in the chat and Gudang775. Like, they're like, well, it's not dead to me yet, Mooch. And it's like, dude, I can't sit here, make a comment, and have an attach rate with every single gamer, okay? I'm generally talking like overview. The overview right now, I don't see anybody playing Star Wars Battlefront 2. Nobody on my friends list. Is that the say-all end-all? No. My friends list is not the Nielsen's ratings, all right? I understand that. But what I'm saying to you is that I'm sitting here and no one's playing. Like, I see a lot of people playing Call of Duty. There's a lot of people still playing Call of Duty multiplayer. And there's a lot of people playing PUBG. I see a lot of people playing Gears. I don't see people on Battlefront 2, and this is what I said.
Well, it just depends on how, like what you're usually the people that are actually on your friends list. Like, I've got over 6,000. Yeah, I hear we've got a call. I've got over 6,000 followers, but I don't follow them all back. Right. You know what I mean? But the ones that are on my friends list are usually people that I play with this stuff, so I see them on a good mix of stuff. Right. I still see some on Battlefront, so it's not. I'm not really worried about that. M&C Mornings, what's up?
Hey, Mooch and Crap, this is Yahweh Wee from Xbox Live. How you doing on this great, wonderful day? Hey, I got a question. Everybody thinks Microsoft is this big, bad, evil company, but they don't realize there's another evil out there, and it's the house that the mouse built called Walt Disney. What do you think of them buying up Fox? You might as well kiss your rated R movies goodbye. They got The Simpsons. You might as well forget about a good Alien movie and all that. So, what do you think about that? Bye.
Well, I do want to talk about that, Jay. Just real quick, I've been writing in the our chat, but the calls are coming in very loud for the audience. They're all saying their eardrums are getting shot out. So if we can lower the calls a little bit.
Okay, yeah. Like I was trying to say to you guys, there's a fine balance right now between you guys being able to hear them and everyone else. So I will try my best.
Okay. Understood.
Yeah.
Crap. He brings up a good point. Let me go ahead. You had a point.
Well, I was just gonna say, like, I originally was happy. I thought, hey, cool, they'll get the X-Men and all that kind of stuff, and they'll put it. But at the same time, I really like the Deadpool movie. I like Logan. Those are rated R. Obviously, like Logan is done anyway. But I would have liked to see. It's going to be hard to say because they go, well, we're open to rated R movies. But at the same time, are they really? Like if they're superhero movies, are they really going to be open to that? And Deadpool being in the Marvel universe, I don't see him like. Let's say they put Deadpool in an Avengers movie. That's going to be a PG-13 movie, and he's not going to be able to be as wild or whatever. You know what I mean? Even if it's just cameos or whatever. But so you have to wonder about that aspect. Secondly, he brought up a good point, like The Simpsons, Family Guy. This is all stuff that I watch and enjoy. So what's going to happen with that now? Do they have two networks? Are they just going to can Fox Network now? Like, what goes on there? Is it just a second? Are they still going to go ahead as planned, but just with under the Disney banner, but still called Fox? Like, what's going on? Like, we still have to figure out exactly what
I think
the
a lot of
plans
it,
are.
crap, is going to be business as usual. Usually they don't come in. You're not going to, especially those things are making money. Hence part of the reason they purchased this thing. I know there was some debt involved, but my point being is that I think you're going to see like that kind of stuff be business as usual for a while. My biggest beef with this whole thing is I love to watch how people get really, really excited about a buy. And then once a company buys, then people start to go, wait, that's a conglomerate. That's the enemy. So is it just, and that was like that call in right there, like everybody was really jumping for joy when Disney bought Star Wars. Now, some people are seeing the way Star Wars is going. It doesn't have George Lucas's thumbprint on it anymore. And everybody hated George Lucas because he was the tyrant before. Now Disney's a tyrant. And it's just really wacky. Do you remember when Walmart came on the scene and they knocked out all the other retail stores? They knocked all those retail stores out, like the Kmart's of the world. They hurt Sears. They hurt so many different companies. But when Walmart first came out, everybody was like, oh, man, Walmart is awesome. I can get paper plates for half the price Kmart sells them for. I mean, everybody was losing their minds. Yeah. And now all of a sudden people are like, Walmart's a conglomerate. I go there only when I have to. I shop there when I can need it.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's like I'm at the age right now where I kind of get tired of seeing the progression before it even happens. And it's not like I wish I could predict the lotto numbers the way I can predict like people's opinion. Like it's just annoying where everyone's like, yeah, Disney finally locked it down. We got Star Wars. Star Wars is in one of the richest companies. We're gonna be good. We're gonna have Star Wars forever. Fuck Disney. What? Like that was like 12 months ago. You were excited. No, I don't like the way they're taking Luke's character. Fuck them. All right. Well, what? Like, I don't understand. Like, and everything's going to happen. And that call-in is legit. That's how people actually feel.
They are a bit of a, like,
of course they are. They bought everything.
Yeah, I mean, like, to me, that's...
They are.
That is weird. You know what I mean? Like, all the properties and stuff. Because
so
now
don't get excited when they do it, then.
But the good news is I thought the Alien franchise was dead a long time ago anyway. Might
still be.
Yeah, probably.
So, that doesn't mean anything. You know what I mean?
We'll have to wait and see because you're almost 2 years out before any of this stuff even takes place. So, yeah. Oh, here we go. We got a call. Let's see if it's coming in hot. M&C Mornings. What's up?
See how we're coming. Oh,
M&C. Yeah.
M&C, come on in.
Come on in. Hello.
Hey now.
Hey Mooch. Hey Crap. Hi guys. Sorry about that earlier. Goddamn 7-1 surround, fucking Dolby Atmos shit. Never mind, guys.
What I would like to say, guys, I have a question for you. I know you guys are enjoying the hell out of PUBG. So am I. I got 2 chicken dinners so far. And I would like to say the tension in the game is so awesome. And I know there are problems, and obviously they're going to have fixes in the future. And I'm sure as Xbox fans, we're all okay with that. It's just the haters who basically aren't able to play the game on their console. So, but my question to you guys is, do you think that they could expand on PUBG, like bring in like 200 player maps, stuff like that? I would just like to know your thoughts on that, really. And by the way, congrats on the 40k crap. And Mooch, go and play a bit more Assassin's Creed, dude. That game is the best looking game on the X by far, bar none. It is such a beautiful game. And listen, guys, great show. And first time I've been on in a while. And Merry Christmas to you all and everybody in the chat. Peace out. Happy days.
Nice.
What was this, dude? It sounded like nails on a chalkboard in the background, man.
That's his headset, though. That's Evan in the bunker. So he's the Happy Days.
Yeah.
That's his headset. That's not our issue. And I don't know the gentleman's name. I can never say it. I don't know. Yeah, Lucifer UK. He's like, you don't have to keep changing the volume up and down. I just listened to it on my feed. If you want to say it's a smidgen louder, it's not that bad right now, man. I don't know. You know
so
what I mean?
Are they saying
maybe you're one of the
should it be louder
X-Men,
or should it be lower?
Bad hearing.
What do we need? Better?
I don't
or
know.
Lower?
I think it's fine. People in the chat are saying no. They're saying no. They're still saying it's loud.
I thought that was fine, but
I thought that was fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, can't get everybody's ear level correct.
Yeah.
You know.
So
I
don't think you could get.
Yeah, and he was coming in, and he had he was listening to the show in the background and waiting for him on the show to stop talking before he continued.
Which I specifically said not to do. Like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, hey, don't do that.
Yeah, Lucifer, I don't know what to tell you, buddy. I don't know if it's unenjoyable for you, but I just listened to the playback right now because I'm running it live as well, just like I'm in the audience myself. I just played it back, and that wasn't any louder than I usually listen to it. So
yeah. So I mean, you know what? Yeah, I don't think they're gonna ever.
Yeah, people are saying the audio's fine. Lucifer, just roll with the changes, brother. Listen, when you watch the Tonight Show, I guarantee you behind the scenes, there's somebody holding a prop up that you can't see. There's always something wacky going on during a live show. So
yeah,
it is what it is, folks.
Well, you know what? They'll never do 200 players on that though. Like 100 is good enough in my opinion.
Right.
I don't really see how you.
I don't want that crap.
Yeah.
200. I mean, you know what I mean. And you have to take a day off from work. I like how now I'm jumping in and out of games in about 20 minutes, 25-minute rounds. That makes sense.
Yeah.
That's fun. Like, you're just enough into it. And when that circle closes down and you're in the last 10 teams or you're the last 10, it gets fucking, it's dicey.
Yeah, it does. It does. So, especially with the time limit and they shrink down the size. Like, if you did it, I think they got a good balance.
Yeah.
Obviously, they probably worked that out. So,
right.
I'm perfectly fine with how they're doing things. I don't think that it has to be tweaked too much. Like, work on the performance and stuff like that. Maybe getting some new maps in there like they're planning on. That would be the most important thing in my opinion. So
right.
So absolutely.
Yeah, no, that's I think that I do think one thing though, before we go on to another call, another voicemail crap, is I think it's really important to take into consideration what he said. And it's what I said earlier in the show. PUBG has to evolve. It has to evolve. And Microsoft is probably willing to do it. I'm really pointing the finger at Bluehole here. They've got to relinquish the strings. They got to let Microsoft come in, take ownership of this thing. Take your money, Bluehole. Take the money, okay?
I think they're taking the money, the money.
They think it's going to keep coming forever. Yeah, it's not.
And stuff. I mean,
well, I got news for you. Once things like Ghost Recon, these other companies start to give them an actual rival, things are going to get hairy. Let Microsoft give you that check. Let Microsoft go in with their team and start really, not just fine tuning. Let them go in and start creating with you, not without you, with you. Because it's just, I don't know if you guys ever watched the show Shark Tank. There's a lot of times like Mark Cuban will go, how much, I'm looking at what your assessed value here is and what you say you're making and blah, blah, blah. And he'll go, okay, I'll give you this amount of money right now. I'll give you like $4 million. I want to buy your company. And the person will go, no. And everyone will start laughing on the panel. They're like, why would you not take Mark Cuban's $4 million? You're making no money right now. He's telling you he's willing to take the gamble because you're so obsessed with that you have what you have that you're not willing to relinquish it before. Like, you got to strike while the iron's hot in this world, especially the gaming world, because everybody copies everyone's IP. Everybody copies it. So, like, take your money, Blue Hole, and let Microsoft own it. Let them do something with it because they don't have the staff over there, crap. That's my only concern because I want PUBG to do well. And I think it needs to evolve. I think it needs to – now, right now, it's fine. It's great for today. I'm worried about 8 months from now.
I think they have constant things that they can do, different game modes and stuff that they'll probably add. So,
and that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm getting at. I agree with you. There is game modes, but I hope they do it and they don't stay so arrogant in their ways that they don't branch out.
Yeah, I mean,
we have a call though.
Yeah, M&C Mornings. What's
up?
Hey
now.
What up?
Mooch, Crab, and Jay. Good morning. How are you? Mooch, I heard you finally got a 4K TV. Congratulations, brother. I hope it wasn't too hard calling up Phil and coordinating with a star chart on exact type of 4K TV needed to make sure you got the right experience, because you know the Sony ponies complain about that sort of thing. I agree with what you said about PUBG needs to step its game up, because if Call of Duty did like a PUBG, just happened to do a PUBG DLC or something like that, it would immediately look, I hate to say it, a lot better. Although I'm not one complaining about what PUBG looks like right now, because I understand it's a game preview, so I'm going to cut some slack. But they do need to start throwing some Microsoft bucks and get it to step up. I feel that if they don't, then that it might slip, and they'll lose that, what was it, 1 million people bought it in 48 hours? They need to build on that momentum and keep hitting. But anyway, guys, thank you for what you do. This is Underground Gamer, and I'm out.
Right. No, that's he's hearing what we're saying, Crabber, what I'm saying, and he's kind of rolling with it, and it is a legitimate thing. I mean, somebody's got to be sitting there saying, okay, I've been watching Mikey Barra now stream on Mixer PUBG for months, right? And yes, textures and frame rates have gotten better, and that's great. But you have Fortnite out there. Let me tell you this much: if I'm going to use my friends list in the negative, I'll use it in the positive. My friends list on Xbox shows a lot of people playing Fortnite. I have a lot of people. When I say a lot of people, anywhere from 5 to 10 at night are playing Fortnite.
Fortnite does good.
It does well, right? And that's a competitor, and that's a freebie. These other ones that we're talking about are not going to be free. You have to purchase the game. But in the case of like a Ghost Recon or like they were just saying, Call of Duty, get Call of Duty in 2018 and get the new Battle Royale mode. You know what I mean? It's like it's gonna take. But you're right. The original is always the best, right? Like when you can go get like a Coney dog in Detroit, or you go get a Philly cheesesteak. There's Philly cheesesteak sold every corner in New York, every corner. But nothing beats Geno's or what's his face? There's Geno's and there's now I'm gonna forget down in Philly. Not Patrick's, but something like that. And there's the two of them that go head to head. They're the originals. And crap, you're right. There's a line around the corner for those. You get cheesesteaks everywhere in Philly, but the originals always sell. So I'm with you, but you have to evolve. Like they couldn't say at Geno's and that other place, Pat's.
Well, the game isn't even out yet, technically.
Right, but you see where I'm. But the others are striking. These other companies are ready to attack.
But everybody's still just gonna go more with the original. I'm telling you, there's gonna be a million wannabes out there, but PUBG is the name. PUBG is the name.
Yeah, but here's the difference, crap. Okay, they're gonna roll with Battle Royale. Now, the company Kleenex. Okay, it's called a tissue. What's the actual term? Is pass me a tissue if you have to blow your nose, right? But Kleenex is a brand. And they did a really good job of changing people from saying, pass me a tissue to, crap, could you pass me a Kleenex? They've made it so now the item is the brand. PUBG is not what people are calling Battle Royale. They're calling it Battle Royale. So you're right, it is, but they have to do more of a signature and keep it up to snuff because it is their baby, but they have to have more. Like I said, Geno's and Pat's that sells the Philly cheesesteaks in Philly, they had to start selling burgers and hot dogs and fries, and they started doing shakes. Because everyone's doing Philly cheesesteaks, they had to do something else. Not everybody wants a cheesesteak when you go to that place. Maybe you want a burger, or you want caramelized onions on your burger. You have to have more stuff. And what PUBG's offering right now is fine because they don't have any competition. But what I'm saying is you need more game modes, more maps, And you need Microsoft's money because we can see Bluehole can't do it alone.
They could if they actually want. It depends on what they want. I mean, they might not want to relinquish that. They might just see the dollar signs coming.
That's going to be. I think that's going to be.
know?
That may be their demise if they don't relinquish it to Microsoft.
I don't know, man. They've done what, $25 million on PC.
Yeah, but they don't have any. They don't have any competition. Crap. They can drop like there's no tomorrow. Like that's what a one-hit wonder is.
They are good.
Crap.
That thing is
that's what the definition of a one-hit wonder is. You sell platinum
there's already
records and then
games
just
like
are
that,
forgotten
though.
the next year.
There's already games that are like that though on PC and stuff. So it's like PUBG is the thing.
It has no competition.
But there is competition, and there, no, on PC there's not. This is what. Like,
what else is Battle Royale on PC?
This whole like survival thing, that's big on PC,
Right.
and just PUBG was able to pull it off in a way that people really gravitated to. I still don't think that they're in any kind of get the game out first and then worry about some of the other stuff. Like, I don't think they should add to it until they get the actual game released. Like, this is just preview on both PC and Xbox. So get the game released and then add content to it afterwards, because people seem to really enjoy the mode that's in there now and the map. So,
Well, H1Z, what people in the chat are saying H1Z1. And by the way, Peter Sixter or whatever, calm down with the names, buddy. I mean, you're an asshat for even saying that. Like, my whole point is H1Z1 was completely broken when it came out as well, and it didn't get the audience. It didn't get nearly the audience that PUBG has. So yeah, H1Z1's there, but that's like saying White Castle burgers can compare with McDonald's. McDonald's laughs. They're like, "Who's my competition?" Well, there's White Castle down the road. They're like, "Yeah, I said my competition." Not them. They just sell burgers, and they're like, "What are they, 8th in the country? Get out of my face." So like H1Z1, that's not in competition. PUBG's killing them in concurrent players. So what I'm saying is that there's nothing out there to give. And listen, guys, this is not a negative rant. This is just I'm trying to be proactive. You have to be proactive in the business. That's why I always wonder who's really running this gaming industry. Does anybody think outside of the next week and a half? Like, you've got these people that are coming out and now saying, like, if you can't patent it, if it's not patentable, then everybody's going to do it. And if everyone's going to do it and you're okay with it, you're like, yeah, Mooch, that's just the gaming business. Okay, then what are you doing next to strike when somebody just copies your idea last year? You have to have something better. And right now with PUBG, we're like, maybe we'll get a new map in 2 months. We're like, well, we need more than a new map. We need a new map. We need game modes. And things need to evolve. And they're just working on frame rates. So, like, I mean, they've got to get going, and they need Microsoft's help and money. So stop with the arrogance, take the money, and make the game great. That's all I'm saying.
Assuming Microsoft's offered them money. So, I mean,
right.
So. Let's go ahead and do another voicemail, Jay, because we got more of them, and we've only done a couple. So,
right.
We actually have a live call on deck if you want to go with that.
Sure, yeah, let's go ahead.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yo, what's going on, Mooch? What's going on, crap? This is Chris, CJ the Taurus. I am calling in to ask you guys, have you guys experienced at all the faster load times? I play a lot of Smite online, and I'm telling you guys, like, sometimes I load in and I can just tell who has an Xbox One S and who has an Xbox One X, just because of how quickly I load in. I just wanted to ask you guys, have you guys had any experiences with the faster load times like I have? I've been seeing it. It's so much quicker. Sometimes I kind of feel bad because I'm just sitting in the loading screen waiting for everybody else, and I pretty much have to wait on them. And then also, did you guys notice that the day that PUBG came out, there was a lot of people playing Fortnite? And I just kind of laughed to myself because I'm just like, wow, you guys want to play sub-G instead of, just hopping on PUBG. But, it is what it is. You guys take care. Thanks a lot, Jay. I appreciate you, man. Next time I'm going to try to come on with some Lonely Island. I'm on a boat. Just to tribute from my first call in. But you guys take care. Happy holidays.
That was a great call.
Peace.
We've gotten a lot of new call-ins today, crap, and that's awesome. That happened to me though, crap. I was playing Destiny last week with a couple of my buddies that I told you are like die-hard Destiny guys. Yeah. And so I know they have S's because I know that. And we were just talking bullshit and
Instead of 5 minutes to load in, you're getting 432.
Well, buddy, all I'm telling you is this: when I landed on the planet, I don't look left and right. I've been playing for years with these guys. I just hop on my what do you call it there? Now I'm gonna forget the actual name of the racer there. And you hop on, and I just take off, and I look back, and I'm like, where are you? He's like, I'm still loading in. And it happened every single time, and I'm like, wow, mine was that fast. Like I was halfway going up towards the mission, and he hadn't even landed. That's how quick I got in. It wasn't that his was longer; it was just mine was faster. Yeah. And it is a difference. So I understand where the caller's coming from. That is something that's true. And what was the second part of his question, Crap?
It was like the PUBG Fortnite stuff. Fortnite's free, by the way, like that stuff. So for me personally, it's not a surprise that people are playing that. But
yeah, I want to play just for comparison.
More people are playing PUBG already on Xbox than Fortnite. So
right.
I mean, that just goes to show you just where everybody's mindset is at. I wouldn't be surprised to see PUBG hit over 2 million or more by the end of the year. We were low on our guesses, Mooch. I wanted to say 3 million originally. But people were already trying to put stuff up my ass for that whole Sea of Thieves outselling God of War. And then, of course, most of them apologized when they saw that. We're never going to get to any of these voicemails. But, yeah, when they saw that Sea of Thieves stream, then they were like, yeah, man, Crap, you're probably right, man. Long term, this thing's going to do much better. Well, people are going to be talking about it.
Yeah, anyone who says, like, oh, go to this person's, video for PUBG, like, trolling in it. Listen, guys, I'm not... You can't, it's in preview, and these people made these videos the day it came out. Like, I don't know what you, like, have you ever been to a place that has an open, like, new management sign and, like, just newly opened restaurant? You walk in, like, sometimes the silverware is missing off your table. They didn't bring the water over right away. They were supposed to give you free bread before your meal came, and they didn't. Like, does that mean that they suck for the rest of the year? No, dude, you're there the day they opened. They're getting the kinks out. Like, I don't understand what you're like. So if you had a critic go in there, a food critic, they're going to bash that place. They're like, I didn't get any water. I wasn't seated properly. I wasn't seated timely. I didn't get my bread. I didn't get my water. Like, things happen. My silverware wasn't there. I had to ask for it, but they just opened. Like, so when you're saying, hey, go to this person's channel, go over to this channel. No, I'm not going to go over there. I know what it is. I'm playing the game. We've been playing games for 25 years. Like, we know what these issues can be. Let's take the call, by the way. Sorry about that.
Yeah, M&C Mornings.
Thanks. What's up, Mooch and Crap? It's OLED Steve in the house again. Crap, I love what you do. You are a clickbaiting whore, but I love your videos. You are funny as fuck, and your laugh is contagious. You do an awesome job. Keep it up, man. Mooch, you already know what it is, dude. We cool. We're both New Yorkers. We both Xbox One X fans. We know what it is. Anyway. This is more for Mooch in a way. I just wanted to say that I remember a video. I remember the last podcast you were on. This was a few weeks back from Thanksgiving. You showed your family the Xbox One X and the TV and stuff like that a few weeks back. And I remembered that because I want to bring it up, that I also had two friends who I showed my Xbox One X to and my OLED to and all that stuff. Joel, one friend saw Call of Duty. He got to play it. He saw Shadow War. He saw what else? Forza. And then my other friend Devin, he saw Gears and stuff. And I also showed them that Insect demo, which was a great place to start to show them what developers can do with the console as an example and stuff. But yeah, I just want to bring that up because basically they were impressed. Like Devin was like, "Holy shit, dude!" Like he saw it, and my friend Joel, when he was playing COD, he was like, look at the details. So it just comes to show you that when you do that mind share and when you show people these consoles in your homes and stuff, your families, your friends, like you said, over time throughout the next year or whatever, we're going to see these consoles be in more people's homes. And I mean, sales matter to an extent. I'm not saying like they're not the most important thing, but like speaking of sales alone, just again, it's that mind share. So yeah, I just want to bring that up. So I'd like to hear your thoughts on that. And also, I want to ask you guys, both you and Crap, something. Do you guys watch Family Guy? And if so, who is your favorite character? My favorite character is Peter. He might be stupid as fuck, but he's funny as hell. So I would like to hear your thoughts on all that stuff. And yeah, you guys have a good day. And Stay blessed. Love you guys. Keep it up. Peace.
Who's our favorite character in what?
Family Guy, I think.
Oh, Family Guy.
Yeah, I like it. I like the Stewie and Brian episodes when they kind of go off and do their own things. But yeah, the rest of the stuff I think was more aimed at you.
Well, I think he was just basically saying that I showed a lot of like extended family. I showed like, you know, people that don't game. They saw me playing games on the X and they were like, wow, that shit looks real. Like, that's amazing how clear it is, how crystal clear the texture. They didn't say textures and things like that. They don't game. Yeah. They're like, wow, it looks like you're playing a movie. And that's where we're at. I think my rant back then wasn't Xbox over a different box. It was more like that was when people were like, I don't want a 4K TV or this. Like, I don't understand.
Everybody's
people who still
getting
say,
4K
yeah, stop
TVs,
it with
come
the I don't
on.
have a.
Yeah.
If you don't have a 4K TV, that's a you problem. Like, they're everywhere and they're affordable. If you don't want one, that's your prerogative. I'm not telling you to go get one. Don't go buy one. That's fine. But don't be like, oh, you know, it's 1080p for me for a while. Oh, all right. Well,
nobody's out there saying 1080p for me for a while.
Nobody is, except for the
Nobody,
people
come on.
complaining or the trolls. Like, it's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
And it doesn't even cost much to get a 4K.
But it doesn't
TV.
surprise me that the guy, the Peter Six, I don't have a 4K TV. No shit. I'm wondering if you have electricity. I don't know what you got over there.
He's
I don't
probably
know.
got like a generator or something.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. You know,
Yeah.
he doesn't have a 4K TV, but he has 3 monitors. Hey, whatever. You know, it is.
Yeah.
Pretty,
Oh, sure. Oh, so you're talking like it's a PC dude who's in here
it's a
all
PC
pissy.
dude. Yeah, I don't have a 4K TV, but I have a monitor that
But I
costs
got,
$8,000.
I've got 3 monitors and they're each 1080p. And if you add those up,
you add them up, I'm at 3,000 fucking 240p.
Yeah, come on, get out of here, man. Totally ridiculous. Yeah.
Well, let's enjoy your 3,240p. It's cool, dude. Whatever you like to do, man. You can add them up. You can subtract them. You can do whatever you want. I mean, it's your world. No, I don't really care. I just think it's funny that, like, you know, people are just so whacked out. man.
1080p until Sony tells me what to do. That's what.
What did he say?
He says 1080p until Sony tells me what to do.
Nice.
So yeah,
Well, there you go.
That's funny.
also
Let's finally get to some of these voicemails.
Yes, let's
Who
do a
we got,
voicemail, Jay. My fault.
Okay, so we've got Mr. Zombie Killer on deck.
Nice.
Hello, Mooch and Crab. It's Mr. Zombie Killer. Hope your Sunday is pretty good. And it's been a great week for everyone at Xbox. PUBG, been playing that. I know everyone's been playing PUBG. Earned $1 million or $2 million in its first week. Holy shit. And then you're going to have the media downplay it. Like, it can't even run. It can't run. I'm like, shut the fuck up. It's fine. It's perfect. Perfectly fine as the way it is right now. I'm not going to say it's totally perfect, but it'll do. And in some cases, it's ahead of the PC version because the PC version you can't even vault. You don't have much controller controls as you can. They don't really work properly. So the Xbox version has little points in that, and it can't even run on a PlayStation 4 Pro. If it can't do full 60 on X right now, which it probably can. They're just not unlocking it. Then how do you think it's gonna do on the Pro? It's gonna do shit on the Pro. You guys had a pretty good shows this week. Really enjoyed them. Crossfire was pretty good. Just got done listening to that. I'm very excited for Sea of Thieves. I'm with Crap. I think this is going to be a huge game this spring. I'm really looking forward to it. Oh, I can't wait. Sea of Thieves, I'm really hoping it's big. It needs to be supported. Love the game. I think this is Rare's last big shot. And I don't know what you guys think, but I think if they don't hit with this game, they're going to be in trouble. But I think that this game is going to be pretty good. It's going to grab a lot of people attention to grab this game, get it just like how Cuphead did when it released. I think you're going to see a lot of people switch to play Sea of Thieves, and you're going to have a lot of people buying this game and playing it because it's amazing looking. It looks great. Just played the alpha for the first time today, so I'm liking it. I can't wait. Also, I found out that Crackdown 3 might be coming out in March as well, March 31st. Don't know what you guys think about that. I think it's going to be coming a week right after Sea of Thieves. What do you guys think about that? And happy that Disney bought the Fox Studios because I can't wait for Deadpool 2 to come out next summer and all that. It's awesome. All right, I hope you guys have a great Sunday. It's a great show. If everyone's listening, go on Patreon and support the show. This show is really good. You guys do a good job. Thank you. I'm gonna go get some sleep this Friday night. Have a great Sunday morning, everyone. Mr. Zombie Killer out. Thanks, Jay.
Deadpool 2 would have released either way, but I'm just saying.
I also don't think that Crackdown 3 is coming out 11 days after
No, not a chance. Like,
No
if
way.
anything, it'll be a month later or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, I could see them do a March, April, May for Sea of Thieves, Crackdown, and State of Decay 2. I just don't see them releasing the game a week after Sea of Thieves. As for Rare, the big scuttlebutt is that they've got another game that they've been working on that we're going to see at E3 as well. So, you know, there's nothing. Rare's never going to be in trouble because the name means something. You know, the name means something. They have a lot of IPs, and Microsoft, you know, regardless, this game is I think, going to be huge.
Right.
And they're going to have to, it's going to keep them busy for the foreseeable future, constantly cranking out updates and things like that.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Me.
I agree with you, Crap.
Yep. So, yeah.
Take another. Let's just take another voice.
We
mail,
can,
Jay,
yeah.
just because we were way behind.
Sure, we've got KAH Masters on deck.
Nice.
Mooch, Crap, J-Dubs. It's KH Master once again. Calling in, check on you guys. You know, I've been waiting for the Mooch book, and now he's starting a Mooch University. But for the price of one AAA game, I don't know how to afford that. But maybe can I get in a couple classes for a $10 gift card? I don't know. But anyway, you know, with PUBG just coming out, you know, people talking about good, bad, otherwise. I don't know which game that you played early on that have changed completely for the best, and one that had changed kind of for the worse, or not as good. Well, that's my question, guys. Holla at y'all later.
What was the question?
I didn't hear it. Something
Jay,
about, was it for the better or was it for the worse? Something?
Something, yeah, better, something for the better or the worse. I couldn't, but whatever he was asking, it didn't come through clear.
So do you want me to play it again?
Yeah, if you don't mind.
It's
Sorry
not
about
very
that,
long.
folks. I cannot hear. I could not understand. I'm all ears on deck, just not hearing it.
Mooch, Crap, J-Dubs. It's KH Master once again. Calling in, check on you guys. You know, I've been waiting for the Mooch book, and now he's starting a Mooch University. But for the price of one AAA game, I don't know how to afford that. But maybe can I get in a couple classes for a $10 gift card? I don't know. But anyway, you know, with PUBG just coming out, you know, people talking about good, bad, otherwise. I don't know which game that you played early on that have changed completely for the best, and one that had changed kind of for the worse, or not as good. Well, that's my question, guys. Holla at y'all later.
Is he just talking about, like, just a game that we've played?
A game that you've played since the beginning of the generation, or at some point earlier, and it's gotten progressively better, and then a game that you thought maybe has gotten, where you thought it had high expectations and it kind of dropped out. So, I mean, the one where it dropped out, I mean, Destiny's kind of dropped down for me a bit. I'll definitely say that. As far as better, I'm trying to think of what game I play now. Do you have one that where you say, geez, I never would have, I didn't like it much when it first came out, and now I kind of dig it?
I can't really think of any, because I know, like, the Division, I love that game at first. That first week was amazing.
Yeah.
And then after that, it was just like, you just kind of crashed back down to the earth, and it was just not very good.
I don't know if Gunny's talking to us, Gunny FPS, but that's a good one. Diablo 3. Diablo 3 was good, and it's only gotten better. So I would say Diablo 3. Gunny, good call in the chat. Yeah, I think that he's on to something there, because now you've got the 4K support. The game runs more smoothly. There was like some frame rate hiccups when it first came out because of all the stuff. You know, when you blew up, like, let's say that that loot troll that kind of runs around, and that thing exploded, and all those colors on screen just went crazy. You used to get like a little bit of stuttering. You don't get that anymore. Diablo 3 runs very, very crisp. So yeah, just I think Diablo 3 is a good one. I think Destiny for me is probably, the one that's where I started out loving it, and now I have to kind of just, I do the missions list, and it is what it is.
Yeah, Destiny's coming down.
Well,
I knew it.
Hey, listen, just like everything else I say, same thing goes for my New York Giants. When you have a bad year or a bad game like this, that game made too much money. Destiny's not going away. All this means is Destiny 3 is going to be sooner than you thought. And I bet you this, crap. Take my word for it, okay? I say Destiny 3 comes out 2 years from when it launched, and I bet you it is going to have some free DLC to make up for this blunder, and they're going to go back to their roots with the rolls on weapons and the harder grinding. They're going to get back to the original audience. And guess what? They can do that because everybody in this country and the world loves a comeback. And Destiny is going to have one hell of a comeback. They made too much money off of 2. You can call 2 whatever you want. Blunder, folly, this, that. Everyone paid up front for it. So they got their money.
Yeah, no DLC or no achievements on the DLC.
Yeah, that'll change too.
Only 13 achievements all over for the base.
So you
game
think you would
and
like that? That part I don't get because like I told you, I'm at almost 700 achievement points, and you can do that just by playing through the 3 characters. It's not much time put in. It's
3 characters on what? You have to beat the campaign with all 3 characters?
Yeah, and you'll end up at like 600 points or something. That's not a lot, crap. That's not hard. It's only like 8 stories.
Yeah, I'm not sure that I would want to waste time with that though. I only play as one character, so.
Right. Well, yeah, if you're doing that, I mean, Shogun Blade says Destiny 3 is not coming in 2 years. Listen, here's my only thing, Shogun. That I agree with you, but the reason that you're wrong is the reason you're wrong is if they've lost their clientele and people aren't going back even with the DLC, they've got to go back to the drawing board and get everything right. And the only way to do that is to have another reset. 2 years for a game like Destiny to have a 3 or 2.5 years isn't crazy. It's not crazy. I think people are fed up. Now, listen, I agree with you, but let me tell you why you're wrong.
Fix
something now. Yeah, it is. You know what I mean?
It is. Yeah, 100%. So Destiny, yeah, that game has been bad for me since the beginning. I was let down because you think Halo creators and and then what happens is Destiny, and that game was just left a bad taste in my mouth. And then this new one, doesn't exactly help. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It's a weird type of situation. But anyway, maybe we can get another voicemail in. Who do we got there, JW?
We have. Actually, I have to jump back. We have Jack Jackal, the winner of last week's Patreon wheel.
Okay,
nice.
Good
Shout
stuff.
out to Jack.
Sub Mooch and Crab, Sub J Dubs. This is Jack Jackal from a faraway land. This voicemail is gonna be straight to my subject. So, every January in the last 2 years, Microsoft talked about success on the previous year and what is coming on the following year. For example, in 2016, they talked about the features they released, such as backward compatibility, number of ID Xbox games, and so on. They also laid down plans for the first party titles that are coming in 2016. In 2017, they talked about the best exclusive they had in 2016, such as Forza Horizon 3. They also talked about Xbox Play Anywhere program and even more other numbers. So, I think Microsoft will be doing the same thing in January 2018, where they will be talk about their success in 2017 by launching Xbox One X and PUBG success as well. They will also mention the power of having 4K titles on their system as their selling point for the platform. I believe that Microsoft will be talking about the upcoming games in the first half of the year before E3. They will also mentioning that there will be exclusive that we don't know about that are coming in 2018 as a teaser. So, what do you guys think? What will Microsoft message will be in January 2018? Keep up with the great show, guys.
Well, I mean, I like how he did his homework crap.
Yeah. And by the way, I think the thing that he won, or that we're going to figure out how to get this to him, but he wanted to pre-order Sea of Thieves.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's good as well.
He'll get that. What we could probably do is I'm sure there's probably going to be a card that comes out, a Sea of Thieves, where you can purchase it digitally and send it. I think that goes across regions, right?
Yeah.
A prepaid game card, that usually goes over.
And like I said to you guys last week, that he's got the American store. He has access to the American store. so we can send him whatever, even if it's an American code.
Okay, so we'll just send him the 60 gift card or whatever. It'll be fine.
Right.
Because I remember that. That's good stuff. So
very cool.
Yeah.
What do you think his answer? What about I think they're going to talk about. They're probably going to boost PUBG.
Yeah.
Right, for 2017.
Well, that and they've got a lot of stuff coming out. The
he's
first part
saying
of the year.
He's saying what will be in January that they're going to commemorate for 2017.
Yeah.
And I think that would be PUBG. I think that would also be maybe the X. I think the X itself. They're probably going to talk hardware. If they're going to do that, they don't have to do that.
Yeah.
So
I think that they're going to also talk up AR VR.
Yeah, I wonder, with Sony making, like I said, I'm just wondering where this PSVR thing is going. I'm wondering if this
it's going
is,
huge. It's going
comes.
in millions of people's homes. That's where
comes.
it's going. It's the future. It's $199.
Hey, VR is the future, people. It's the future. Don't even go there. It's the future. I'm telling you, it's great. It's great, damn it.
Well, you know what? Look, at $199, how many? I'm seeing so many people biting at that price. And what did I tell you before this thing even launched? I said $199 is the sweet spot.
Right.
People will take a chance on it. And you're seeing people take a chance with it, and they're having a blast with it. That's the funny part, right? They're having a good time with it. Hey, make sure you guys hit that like button, by the way, when you're in here. Like, woo, you're digging the show and all that kind of stuff. Even though I got to be honest, man, I feel like crap today.
Yeah, you're not feeling too good, huh, Crap?
Nah, man, I feel terrible today, dude. I don't know what the hell's up, but I like VR. I think it's really cool. I have the motion sickness with the racing games and stuff like that, but the other stuff, I just find that so immersive and so fun. It kind of makes up for the lack of being able to do the racing games and stuff. So,
right.
I'm excited to see where it goes, and the fact that they're already at 2 million, which is by far the market leader. And they're selling it for $199 right now. This could be 3 million by the end of the year. Who knows? You know what I mean? Like, people seem to really be wanting to take a chance on it, and I'm happy for it, man. It means that people will continue to support it, and developers will keep coming out with new games and stuff like that. So,
yeah, no, I really do it.
Developers.
I love it. Crap. As Steve does his thing, here's the thing. You know what I really need, though? I'm looking forward to doing the Bridge Crew game with you, Danny Boy, and Nuke, because I need to experience what you guys have been talking about. And Danny has basically made his channel just VR. And, it's interesting because he's really, really gone into it, and he says what you say. For $199 price tag, it's really something you should pick up. I would say for $199, it is worth your money from what I've played, but you have to have the expendable cash, because I wouldn't say go take your games money and put it into VR. I would say if you happen to come around and you come across something where you're like, oh, you know what, I have an extra $200 to kind of use as play money. That's fine, but it is something that is very, very. When you say single player game, boy, VR really brings that home. I mean, there's a few games that are multiplayer, but let's be honest, Crap. VR is a single person experience, and when I mean that, I don't mean single person like single player. I mean even people that are in your home, your friends, family, roommates, this, that, blah, blah, blah. They don't know what the hell. They can see it on screen, but it's not the experience you're enjoying. So it is truly a single player experience, self-experience that it's hard to explain. It's hard to sell somebody on, because they're not going to be able to experience it unless they put the helmet on and take a run for it and then see if they like it.
You got to pass that helmet around, man.
You got to pass the helmet around.
You got to say, hey, try this on, and because that's what I did. I was like, hey, Elmer, you got to try this. And
that's what I said. I got a couple buddies actually coming over. They're like, dude, I'm going to check out that VR, because I told them, I'm like, well, come over and check it out, because to be honest with you, it's not what you guys think. It may be better than you think, or it might be worse than you think, but you have to try it. And it's a little freaky sometimes trying that kind of stuff.
I'm not even going to get into VR unless they offer a VR Street Fighter 2.
Hadouken! Hadouken!
I love it. I love
it too. That's great.
No, I'm with you. And I don't know, Jay. I don't know how a Street Fighter type of game. That's an interesting thought, to have a fighter in VR. I don't think that would really work. Maybe a boxing game.
You know
but
what they need? They need some kind of a pad that you put on the ground that when you kick your legs up, it actually senses your legs, so it knows exactly where you're kicking, so it knows where to kick the... Oh, wait a second. They did that 20 years ago. Different way.
It was Kinect, yeah.
No, not Kinect. Don't talk. This was Sega. Sega Genesis had this.
Yes.
Yeah, you had to build that little ring or whatever it was. Yeah, that didn't go over too well either. Nobody bought that shit.
Yeah, we got Noof in the chat. No Chills is here, right on time.
Yes. Noof, what's up, Noof?
What's up, Noof? Let's do another voicemail if you don't mind, Jay.
Let's hop in. Let's do it.
Yeah, we've got Gold Lion X23.
Nice.
What's up, Mooch? What's up, Crap? What's up, J Dubs? It's Gold Line X23. Hey, just wondering, are you guys enjoying PUBG? I picked it up. It's kind of a slow-paced game. I took off the DVR functions to it, but it looks pretty darn good. I mean, for a budget title. But what are you guys' thoughts on it? Do you think you'll see? Do you think it has legs, for lack of better words? Do you think it'll continue to grow? All right, guys, keep up the good work. Goal line out.
Does he think Woods game will continue to grow?
What did he say, Jay?
He was talking about PUBG.
Oh, yeah, PUBG is going to continue to grow. I thought that's what he said. It just kind of...
It's going in and out for me. But I literally think that, I think PUBG is going to... Well, Crap, let me let you answer, because you know my stance. I think they need to grow. What do you think?
I think they need to work on getting the game released and running good, and then grow. Get this stuff up and running first, you know? Just my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, it's the whole thing is just I don't know. I think they have something really, really great on their hands, really, really great. And I see all the competition chomping at the bit to get into this, because really Battle Royale is Battle Royale, right? I mean, there's nothing to it that's unique. So you've got to they're just the first ones. And by the way, Crap, your point is really strikes home for me, because I agree with you. I have a lot more just respect for the person that did it first, but the one who did it first, I also feel just like a big brother in a family, right? You got to take on that responsibility and grow and take care of everything. If you just sit stagnant, you're gonna get stepped over. So you have to continue to evolve, and I think in order to do that, the Bluehole's really got to and I know there's people in the chat that a couple people made a good point, where they were like, Mooch, would you really accept the money from Microsoft and then be controlled by them? Well, I mean, stop thinking about it just as corporate money and this and that. Think about it as if me and you made a product. And if we made that product and then Microsoft or Google or anybody or Apple came up and they're like, we want to buy this for, $25 million or $50 million. That's the dream. That's the dream. If you're going to sit there and be like, no, we can keep doing it, and you're looking at the 4-person team you have, you're not. You can't compete with the people like EA that have 300 people working in their studios. You can't.
Yeah.
I don't care how talented you are. So you eventually have to. You're lucky that they're coming over and making you an offer. They could just make instead of making you an offer, Microsoft could make a competitor. They can make a competitor. They can make a brand to go against you.
Microsoft has done a good job at helping them though already.
Right.
I mean, they're already using the Azure servers. They're sending out people to help optimize the game. They advertise it. They're doing what they can. It's I would think that if they can make some kind of deal to keep it on Xbox and to also get Microsoft's help with it, do it.
Right.
But
well, I mean,
get it.
Go ahead,
Get it running. Get it
running.
running.
I mean, Peter in the chat, Peter Six, and he's like, Microsoft gave Bluehole buckets of cash, so Bluehole rushed the port out. I do think that they moved it out fairly quickly, because remember, there is an agenda here. Just I think each Battlefront game seems to rush out when there's a Star Wars movie. So they're not the only ones to do something like that. There's an agenda there, okay? And he's saying, on PC, game is broken for months, you'll get the same. And that may be. I think Microsoft has to know that they've got to step on the gas to get PUBG up to snuff fairly quickly. And they're putting it in the box this holiday. So that tells me that they've got a lot of people over there working on this, because they don't want to have people opening up a box and getting a subpar product. Maybe something that's still in the works in preview is definitely cool, but they want to get something out there that's frame rate locked at least, and then work on all the fixins. So I really think Microsoft's got something cooking that we don't know about as far as like stability and getting this game up to snuff in the next couple weeks.
Yep, I agree 100%.
You know?
So, it's a phenomenon. Microsoft got on board with the phenomenon. That's smart.
Right.
Now you gotta kind of capitalize even more. I think putting it in the box is very smart to do that as well. Hopefully they continue to capitalize on it and get the game's got to get running good first, right? To where people aren't complaining and bitching and there's not so many problems, and then they can worry about it because they're already adding a new map, and I guess game modes are being worked on and stuff. So grow the studio, use Microsoft's help, get this thing up and running good, and make it like the next Minecraft. You know what I mean? Like make it huge. So like,
and that's the thing. Exactly. Like you made it. That's a great point, Crap. But there is no Minecraft competitor currently. There's Roblox. Okay, somebody was saying Roblox. Like the kids, all the kids play Roblox, right?
Well, I mean, there is still, like I said, there is like Terraria sold really well, millions of copies, but it's still never
doesn't hold a candle to Minecraft.
Exactly, because the original, because it's the original, it's the name. So I mean, it's one of those things. Who else we got on deck there? Jack. Jay.
JW.
We have Jerky Boy 1172.
Nice. Yes. G-Man Jerky Boy.
I'm listening to you guys go crazy trying to figure out whether it was leaked or not. I'm telling you, Yusuke is on the ball because I'm hardcore. I play real games like Persona, you know, and I know what I'm talking about. You guys just want to play PUBG and run around and shoot things. That's all your console's good for. So you don't know what you're talking about.
Was that
the end of it, Jay?
That was it.
That's great. I love G-Man Jerky Boy, dude. He sounds just like the Jerky Boy. He's like, pounds, baby, pounds.
He was responding to you guys last week, I guess, when you guys were talking about some stuff. So he actually called in, left that last week. So he was probably responding to some comments you were making during the show.
Yeah, he's great,
it.
dude. He's really great. I love that accent he does, man. If you don't know, have you never listened to the Jerky Boys, dude, check it out, dude. He does. It sounds just like him. But yeah, I mean, I love the characters.
Yeah, it's funny, dude. When we get some of these people that call in and stuff like that,
right?
And they have their own kind of characters and stuff. I enjoy that. I genuinely do. You know what? I wish I would have had this week, that little bit that I was working on. I might have to work on that this week. So
guess what, Crap? We're in good hands because the holiday season is still amongst us. So.
Oh, I know, man. We
worry about it.
Yeah, it has to be. I have to get that done by next week, though. You know, by the next show, because people are gonna love that. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking about it. Like, it's been a bad week for me because I only got the one arm, but.
Yeah,
you know, hopefully.
Crap's been through. This has been a rough 2017 for the old Crap gamer.
Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah. It's like
hurricanes.
People are like, why aren't you gaming? Why aren't you on PUBG? I'm getting this messages a lot, right? So I guess I'll go ahead and share without sharing too much details. Kind of an injury at work, so my arm's like slinged up and stuff, so I can't hold the controller or anything like that. So yeah, it's you know, so it's been tough. I haven't been able to edit or do. I've been doing just bare bones on my channel. You know, just it kind of sucks, man. I can't game. I can't do much anything. So I'm
gonna have to send you some tutorials on the Graphic God one-handed gaming tutorials. You'll have to learn how to play.
Can you play like PUBG one-handed and stuff? That seems like it'd be difficult.
I can play every game one-handed.
That's insanely talented, Jay.
That is.
That's so hard.
I tried it. I remember like when I had gout earlier in the year and I was playing Friday the 13th. I was doing that one-handed. I was just basically hiding, like the whole map. I was hiding in like closets and stuff. And people watching the stream were like, "Crap's just hiding." I'm like, "Yeah, I only got one hand. I can't do anything. Damn it." You know what I mean? So
yeah,
yeah. You know, it's I don't know. Hopefully this stuff gets better soon and I can get back to gaming and stuff like that. But it does suck, you know what I mean? Because people are all like, "Hey, how come you're not gaming?" And I'm like, "Are you serious? Come on, get out of here."
I know. Well, the internet's they're so kind.
Oh yeah, they are. I mean, they're the kindest group of people there are. You know, and they never blow things out of proportion either. So
right,
there's always that too. Who else do we got on deck there, Jay?
So we've got Flemish Boy. So we've had Flemish Boy in the past. But Flamish Boys decided to try something different this week.
Nice.
I can hardly wait.
I know, right?
Hello, it's Flemish Boy here. Last time I was calling, I was like, man, I'm boring. So yeah, now I'm trying to do something different. Yeah, just for the show. So yeah, my question is this. If you would take over PlayStation, and you would be the head of PlayStation from now on, what would you change about PlayStation? Would you do the same like Xbox? Or would you do things differently from Xbox? I really, trying to see if, Okay, that's it. Bye. Sorry.
What the
Okay,
hell
so
did
I'm not sure what he was doing, but you know who he sounded like to me, Crap? He sounded like when Joey Gladstone on Full House was doing that wooden puppet. He's like, is that chair made out of
wood?
wood?
Mr. Woodchuck?
He's like, I was playing a game, but I couldn't remember. Is that console made out of wood? So yeah, I'm not really sure where he was going with that. We're gonna have to try a new character, either that or you're gonna have to do the old cut it out.
Did you actually hear the question? Did you guys actually hear the question?
No, we didn't hear the question.
Yeah,
I couldn't hear it over.
hear
I
it,
couldn't
yeah.
hear it over the woodchuck.
Okay, well, and basically he was saying that if you were in charge of PlayStation, what would you do differently? Would you do the same thing that Microsoft is doing, or would you do something different?
Damn.
Okay. Well, I mean, I think I would probably just stay the course. I don't know. What
I would just
Sony...
continue undermining everything that Microsoft does and make my idiotic fan base feel like they're special and that we're the good guys.
Right.
So if Microsoft's doing multiplayer, we convince them multiplayer games are bad and single players are the great thing.
Great.
Yeah. If changing your gamer tag is a good thing, we convince our players that it's a bad thing.
Bad.
And that you don't want to play. You know, backwards compatibility, something that they're doing. We don't want to do that. We want to convince our idiots that that's a stupid thing. Who would want to play old games anyway? And EA Access, that's a good thing and a good value, but we don't want our fans to think that. We want them to think that's idiotic and not a good value. Yeah, I like your little chime in.
Bad.
Like, bad, idiotic.
It's got to be like subliminal hits, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So like, that's talking, and then they're like, "Oh yeah, maybe it is bad. You're like, it is bad, isn't it? It is." He said so twice. Yeah, I mean, it really is though. Crap. I think that would be what we would do is we would just continue this propaganda. Sony touted power for 3 years. Now power's not theirs, so they're on to single player games. Once Microsoft and Phil show 3 new IPs, 2 being probably single player next year, they're gonna be like, "Oh, PS5, we're gonna get some power in this house, right? Somebody turn the lights on. I want some power."
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it's gonna be it's just round and round and round we go, and where we stop, only the trolls know.
Yeah.
It is what it is. It's you know, and then Sony puts out that lore, and then you have the trolls that are just going to be like, let's roll with that chore. Let's roll with that. Let's roll with it. And then you have the nonsense, and it goes on and on and on.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's the way it goes. You know what I mean? So hopefully that stuff gets all worked out. How many more voicemails do we have, Jay?
We have 3, and we have we have Diggity on deck.
All right, let's get in. Let's
Diggity
hear it.
diggity.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Mooch, Crap, and Jay? This is Dirk Griggity here. Hey, got a quick question, man. Do you guys think that Sony blew their load? Because it seems pretty obvious to me. They didn't have anything to show at PSX for obvious reasons, right? They showed everything they have brewing pretty much over the last couple of years. And I'm thinking about the future, like all of their big first-party developers, we know what they're doing pretty much. You know, Naughty Dog's doing Last of Us 2. Sony Santa Monica's doing God of War. We're not sure what Guerrilla's doing. Maybe they're working on another Killzone or some more Horizon DLC. South Bend is working on Days Gone. So, what do you guys think? Is your opinion? What do you guys think that Sony's going to do? Obviously, they're going to get some third-party exclusives, which they always do. But I'm kind of curious. I just think they blew their load. So, just tell me what you guys think about it. Peace and love.
That's a good point.
Yeah, you know what? Sony blew their load a while ago. That's why they've had the same conference basically over and over and over again. When you show stuff that's 3 or 4 years out, eventually that catches up to you. And so it seems to have caught up to Sony. And, there's only so much content you can have, and they've basically blown off the indies now, right? Like they act like they don't exist. Now that they used them when they had no other games, and everybody's like, Sony's are for the indies. They love them. And now they don't even bother with them at all. That puts them in a weird position, but I don't think they have anything, you basically know what they have coming out for the next few years. And if those are your types of games, hey, you're good. If they're not,
Right.
So
right. No, I agree. I do think that they kind of went out there and put everything out there like day one, just like boom, here's everything. 2016, here's everything we have coming forever and ever and ever and ever. And it's like, okay, so then at the end of the day, what is it? They don't have anything left to show. We know this is coming.
Yeah.
It is what it is. So, yeah.
I mean, they don't have what else can they show? We know what their studios are all working on.
Right.
I mean, it's like their big surprises lately are remasters.
I agree with you. I agree wholeheartedly with you.
Yeah.
Let's take another voice call.
Yeah, we should.
So we have a new caller. He goes by the Blue Shadow.
Hey, M&C Mornings, this is Blue here, and if this does get picked up on your show, or if you do answer it off the show, I just wanted to just talk about a few things. First thing, Xbox One support for Japanese game. I want to see more of Xbox community itself to, talk about Japanese games, talk about the games we're missing out on, and why we can just kind of have a big revelation to push these games, because now you're going to have users that, game on Xbox that love Japanese games to get more out of the Xbox rather than buying a PS4 and buying a Nintendo Switch, because that's the idea, buying one console to save money, save time, and to buy the games you want to play. And the second question is the whole bet between Jay and Crap on Sea of Thieves. This was last week between Sea of Thieves and God of War, and Crap thinks that Sea of Thieves is going to sell way more than God of War, which is definitely a lie, and you know it, Crap, because you backed out the bet, and you were going to pay for Jay's dinner as well. That's why you backed out of it, and you was like, oh, no, the sales are never accurate for whatever game, but, when a developer does well with the games, they're going to push out in people's faces to say that we've sold this amount of copies. Halo hasn't been doing well, that's why you never really hear anything about Halo since Halo 3. Gears of War, same thing. Most of the Xbox exclusives just aren't doing well in sales and exclusives. And that's why I think that Sea of Thieves is going to be another game that's just going to be hitting around the 2 to 3 million mark. I think under 2 million mark, compared to God of War, which is going to smack the floor out. And I remember Mooch as well saying a while back on the Crossfire Podcast, probably a couple months ago, saying that, what the hell is this game? He didn't even know what the hell the game was, Mooch. So, I know you're trying to rally with the game support now, but at the same time, no one doesn't really give a crap about it. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Take it easy, guys.
I appreciate you calling in, but you're 100% fucking wrong. Let me just put it this way. First of all, Jay Hooft, who I respect, and we get along pretty well, he was wrong. He seemed like he had a vendetta against the art style of it, was saying that it wasn't AAA, and that's his opinion. The second thing is, the Xbox exclusives have been doing extremely well. Halo 5 was at 5 million copies within the first 3 months. It would be very easy to guess 10 million by now, right? Gears 4 had over, they said something like 6 or 8 million players on it or something like that. They don't divulge numbers. A lot of people assume that because Microsoft doesn't talk numbers that it's bad, right? Everybody swore that Rise of the Tomb Raider did shit, and then we find out it does 7 million, right? Forza Horizon 3, everybody said it was flop, and then we find out that it does 3 million physical alone in the US, right? Like, come on, get out of here. Everybody was so hyped for that Sea of Thieves. You know how many people message me and go, you're right, Crap. This thing's going to be the next GTA Online. This is going to be phenomenal. It's going to hook people in like Destiny did or like The Division did. But unlike those games, the progression is much better. You don't need to be light levels and all this shit to do certain things. So it's much more accessible. It's going to be huge. So Microsoft, the thing is with the bet, it makes no sense to bet something when you have no way to prove who's going to win the bet. Right? There's no official numbers.
Ever. Microsoft doesn't announce the numbers. All we get is NPD, which is physical. Microsoft doesn't announce the digital sales, so we would have no real way of knowing anything. That's the problem. So I still stick by that. I think Sea of Thieves is going to be, not only is it going to sell more than God of War, but it's going to be relevant for years. Years.
Yeah, I think the whole thing, crap, and I like your whole point with Sea of Thieves. Sea of Thieves has the legs. I think it has the money behind it. Now, ready for this crap? Marketing, right?
Yeah.
They got to get this thing marketed. And, and it's funny, Xbox Screen Ice Cream here, the flip-flopping on the cartoon graphics. Here's the thing, the cartoon graphics I originally didn't have, wasn't keen on. But there's something going on with the physics and the water effects in Sea of Thieves that looks revolutionary to me as far as gaming's concerned. That's the thing that I think is the most intriguing.
Yeah, and now, people were thinking you weren't going to be able to go it alone, and now you can, and there's different factions and bosses, and you unlock stuff and customize stuff. That's all stuff that people love to do. Like, I'm not saying that God of War is bad or won't sell. I'm just saying long term, I think Sea of Thieves is going to do
well.
Much
That
better
comes back to what we said earlier in the show, crap. Right? That's exactly what we're saying. I'm still playing Gears of War 4 that came out in 2016. Like Sea of Thieves is going to be going for 2-3 years minimum. And the God of Wars, the Uncharted 4, like no one's playing that unless they're like playing a new DLC or something. But after the 8 to 15 hours you've played of it, you're done.
It's an interesting thing. You know what I mean? Like, I can respect somebody else's opinion, but also respect mine. And again, like, so many people assume that Xbox not divulging numbers is a bad thing, and it's really not. Like, I just proved it in multiple ways.
Right.
It kind of just is what it is. But we do appreciate the voicemail, even though you're wrong. Next voicemail, J-Dubs.
Yes. So the last voicemail we have is from CV Killers 617X.
All right, rock and roll.
Hey now.
What's going on, Mooch? Crap, J-Dubs. It's CV Killer 617X. Thought I'd let you guys know I'm enjoying PUBG. It's a great game, even though with all the negative comments going on right now, I'm enjoying it. Mooch, I appreciate the ad. Crap. Anytime you want to add me, we get some gaming. Always down to play you guys or be on the same team. Doesn't matter. I like competition. But my question is, for all three of you guys, what is your most anticipated game for 2018 that you know of that's definitely coming out? That's it. Hope you guys have a good weekend. Had a good weekend. And see ya.
So he's saying what's our most anticipated game?
Yeah, mine's still Sea of Thieves.
Mine's State of Decay 2, crap, because I was saying this, PUBG really gives that survival feel, and I think the game that's going to come out that really, really hits home is State of Decay 2. You can link up with 4 buddies, go out there, have missions, work together.
So like Sea of Thieves, but on the open seas.
Like Sea of Thieves, Sans the pirate.
Yeah.
But crap, you do have to understand that me and you, that's the only. I'm excited for Sea of Thieves, but when everybody's number one answer I hear from most people who like Sea of Thieves is, I can't wait to be a pirate. That for me was never one of the things as a kid I wanted to do or be or pretend to be. I never was.
I was a pirate for Halloween like 5 years in a row, man.
I was never a pirate. Never. Yeah. I don't even like pirate patches.
Puffy shirts.
Puffy shirts. Yeah. But I don't want to be a pirate. Great episode of Seinfeld, folks. Watch it. You got the puffy shirt on.
Yeah.
Ahoy, matey. So what's really funny here is that I like it is good point, crap. And listen, but we both know Sea of Thieves is an ongoing thing with content constantly being thrown at it. State of Decay. Yeah, they may have a DLC or two, but State of Decay is going to be, closed. So once you're done, you're done.
Yeah.
I'm sure you can go back and there's going to be more to do in a new game plus or something. But I don't think, unless I saw it marketed differently, State of Decay 2 is play the game. It's like, it's like Ghost Recon. Play the game when you're done with the missions, you're done. And it is what it is.
You open up new missions and like I said, there's new bosses. And... apparently we have a wiener. Who knew? Who won there, Jay?
Well, I did see the pony go across.
We have a wiener, of course. His name is Guy LaCroix, and he actually is online. He wants to jump in.
Sure.
Okay.
Thanks, Jay. Hey guys, great Canadian web slinger, Mighty Spidey. Just wanted to talk to you quickly about game gifting. You guys talk about that you can't game gift in different regions because of the price difference. I don't believe it has anything to do with price difference. What it has to do, Mooch, you were talking about this before with, to create a digital game is actually free. Well, every game, whether it's physical or digital, has a license with it that says that this is not a fake game, this is a real game, and those companies are region locked. So you may have a licensing company in Canada, you'll have one in the US, you'll have one in Europe, different areas, and that's what I think is what's stopping people from game gifting in different areas and not the price difference. And one more thing, can you guys help me with, I game gifted PUBG to Jay, and it's not seeming to install, and the error code he gave me was can't install on this console. What the fuck is Anuya? Thanks, guys. Have a good day.
Oh, that's cool. That might be it's candidate for calling of the year.
Yeah.
What the hell is Anuya? It's the error code.
Yes.
Awesome.
That wasn't funny.
J-Dubs he's the only Ouya owner in the
That was
world.
not funny at all.
Jay's like, I was not laughing one bit. Oh man, that's a great way to end the show. That's awesome, dude. No, honestly, very cool. Congratulations to the winner, the Pony Prize. And listen, I don't know. I can't speak for everybody. I'm planning on being on a lot of gaming today. I'll be on PlayStation a good amount too, trying out some of the VR. I got Doom to check out today. I've got the Star Trek Bridge Crew, and then of course, I will be playing a lot of PUBG tonight. So if you guys want to play or link up, hit me up, send me something on Twitter or send me something on Xbox, and we'll make it happen.
Yep. Let's do the wheel.
Yes.
The wheel of
wheel
wonder.
is up.
Yeah. Boop 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 boop.
Do 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 do. I like your rendition, Crap.
I know. It's gonna be it's a good prize.
It is it. Oh, that's right.
Yes, it's Assassin's Creed.
Assassin's Creed Origins.
We hyped that shit up at 0 this week, but it's
0% hype.
0.
0.0.
So now somebody has a 1 in 10 chance of winning this game just by calling in and leaving a voicemail.
So let's spin the wheel.
And hopefully it's gonna be J-Dubs is gonna be the winner. I bet.
Hey, Bubs.
J-Dubs.
Here we go. Here's the spin. Wow, Mr. Zombie Killer's the winner.
Wow, Mr. Zombie Killer, congrats! You won. You're a wiener.
You are a wiener.
Congrats, man.
You know what I gotta do? I gotta look back into our DMs. I think I put it in our DMs last week, but if not, I'll resend it. I have to find it.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's gonna be fun.
Yeah. Oh, that's always the funnest.
Isn't that always
thing,
great?
isn't it? Yeah, that is always.
That's
great,
some of my favorite stuff. Is look for codes.
Yes. Oh, somebody says, "Where's the NPD talk?" Yeah. So my Xbox lost the NPD, but had their best ever holiday,
right?
And made the most money, even though Sony technically sold more PS4s since they were selling them at JJ giveaway price points. They didn't make shit. So there's your NPD talk. Kiddo.
Yeah, it's the old won the battle and lose the war. You know, I mean, because at the end of the day, these companies need to make money to strive, and Sony just wanted to carry that crown, so they're going to carry that they won in November, but they didn't make any money. I mean, they didn't make a lot of money on that.
Absolutely, 100%. So, Jay, can we go ahead and do the M&C Mornings theme song into the outro? Because I think that's always the best way to end it.
Yes.
Definitely, but I have one last thing to say about the MPD.
Go ahead, Joe.
Who cares?
Couldn't have been used at a better time. Mr. Who Cares. That's fantastic.
Yes, we will catch you guys all next week. Hit that like button and
Yes,
have a great day.
Enjoy your Sunday, folks.
Have a great weekend, guys. Bye.
Mooch and crap, mooch and crap. They talk about games and no drama smack. Search the web for media ties to catch these ponies in their lives. Look out, here comes mooch and crap. Are they bots? Listen up. They have Mountain Dew in their blood. NeoGaf, Xbox Threads, Crap's got 10 dog all over it. Hey there, here comes mooch and crap. From a tweet of Phil, Xbox hate will arrive like the Scorpio. Mooch and crap are just in time. Mooch and crap, mooch and crap. Zany gaming dual mooch and crap. YouTube in is their core. A thumb in is its reward to them. Xbox is one big hangout. Whenever there's a game out, you'll find mooch and crap.
Wake on up, it's Mooch, it's Crap, and Jay in the morning. Wipe your eye boogies, get your coffee finished yawning. This is Mooch and Crap Show. Wake up, let us begin with gaming news, skits, and call-ins from all the fans. No matter where you at, Cali or Pakistan, New York or New Guinea, this is where it's at. These are Xbox dudes with Xbox views on slander and hate towards Xbox news. This is Mooch and Crap Show for the people, and they coming with it. Now do you understand? Now do you get it? Ponies love to lie and PC fans won't admit it, but Xbox hate is real and they all with it. Call in, let it ring in. We here to rock, we here to win. It's about the games, it's about the pride. Now Xbox community, come on, let's rock. Mooch and Crap, make sure. Show, oh.